Hi there. Thank you for joining us here at the Hertie School in Berlin. My name is Sigo. I'm the manager of admissions at the school, and I'm here today with Shraddha Vasudeva, also in the admissions team. And we are here to introduce you to our social network for admitted students. Thank you for joining. I hope you can hear us all right. If there are any technical issues, please let us know in the chat. And after we have finished our introduction, we'll also have time to address your questions, of course. Um, right, so let's get going, I guess. Shraddha, you have been in charge of the Goin project at the Hertie School. Can you tell us a bit more about what Goin is and what to use it for?
Yeah. So essentially, Goin is kind of like a social media platform, something like maybe Facebook or LinkedIn, even or Instagram. And it's just where you can reach out to your fellow cohort members who would possibly join the Hertie School. So it's for all admitted students and for enrolled students. And it's just a network where you can talk to them, make friends with them, discuss your shared interests, just like you would do on any other platform, or even join groups of your liking. So if you're interested in some kind of hobbies, you could all form a group together, and it could be for something as light-hearted as books or like hiking, but it could also be something more logistical or useful in the sense of okay, housing, things like that. It's up to you and what you make of the application.
Great. So I trust that everybody present here today or checking out the video later on will have received the invitation already. But Shraddha, how do people register for the network and how do they log in actually?
Yeah, so we've already sent most of you, especially the ones who have admits and who have already enrolled at our school, we've sent you an email which has a link to the registration link. You would just have to click on it and put in the code, which is also mentioned in the email, and then you would just register with your personal email ID. Another way is also that you directly search for Goin, Goin apostrophe, on your Play Store for Android or for Apple. You would also find it there. And same process, you would register with the same code and then put in your personal email ID. Setting it up is fairly straightforward, just like any other social media tool. You put in your profile picture, a small bio, what your hobbies are, maybe hiking, chess, whatever you like. Anything else, it doesn't have to be those two. And yeah, you can get started already, and you can connect with admits or enrolled students, join groups, and it's fairly straightforward from there.
Great. The network is online since Friday last week. So I hope that many of you who will watch this video have already tried it by themselves. If you experience any technical difficulties, please let us know, and we'll look into it right away. Um, I also hope that many of you will have taken a dive into the resources that we offer on the study program, Student Life in Berlin, and also the Head School in general on the website, or maybe even with chatting with current students. Um, Goin now represents a further resource that we would like to offer to our admitted students, which aims to give an insight into something that before there was not possible to take a look into, and this is your fellow students. Um, as some of you might have read on the website, Shraddha is also an alum of the Head School. She graduated from the MIA program in 2021, and therefore, Shraddha, I would like to ask you, what role did the student community play in your experience at the Head School? You are originally from India,
Yeah.
and you moved to Germany to study at the Head School.
Yeah, I think one thing we're always talking about here at the school is that we have such a tight knit community of alum and current students. And I think even before I decided to join the Hertie School, I did have access to that. Um, it was maybe just through luck or some kind of circumstance that I joined a Hertie Indian WhatsApp group with all the students, something similar to this, who had an admit or they were sure they were going to Hertie, and we would discuss. And I became friends with some of them. A few of us even attended some of the coffee chats in my
Right.
city because I was in Bangalore then, and we spoke about it. So, really making these connections helped me get an idea of who I would see at the school, and that did influence me significantly in joining the Hertie School or just giving me more information about this university. So that's why I think sort of friendships or these kind of bonds play such an important role in deciding which university you're going to. Because at that time, I didn't have such a big network with the other universities I'd applied to, for example.
Mhm.
And I would say that now Goin gives you a more systematic and also easy way to access this kind of community, not just with your own peers who are in your own country, but across the world who are at the Hertie School. You can reach out to them, pick their brain, why they decided to apply here. And I think that is a really great resource to have, especially because you can form your own groups, decide together, hey, maybe we can look for housing together or find a place together, or once we meet in Berlin, maybe we can visit these places before we start. So it's, I think, a really useful resource in that way. And for me personally, it helped me make a decision. So we hope through this application we can give you that platform to sort of connect and really make it your own.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
And also, Goin is here for the longer term. The community there has only started, of course, now, and it does kind of depend on how many people use it, how useful it will become. The more people join and contribute, obviously, the more powerful this tool will be. Um, we very much hope that Goin will stay for a longer period, and that even enrolled students and at some point maybe even alums of the head school will stay on the platform to address questions and to help each other out. Um, Although the main use, of course, for now is for admitted students, and to support each other in this phase of setting yourself up to move to Berlin maybe and to get settled in the city and starting your studies at the head school. Um, this being said, I think we are already at the end of our formal introduction. And if you have any questions, feel free to post these in the chat now, and we'll try to address these right now. You're also very welcome to post any questions by email after this call, or if you watch this video later on. Um,
We can send you an email address, maybe.
yeah,
Maybe the way you put in the
that's.
German keyboard.
You can use the generic grad admissions address. No.
Always reach out to us on this email ID
All right.
if you have any questions, especially if there's some kind of technical difficulties with registering, things like that. Feel free. And as we mentioned before, this is like something that you can do anything with the application. You can make it your own. So feel free to create as many groups as you like. We also have a small information page that links you to our Moodle pages and our welcome website. So feel free to look at that if you require anything. I am also on the platform, so if you want to reach out to me and ask me some questions more from the procedural aspect of things, go right ahead.
Right. If there are no questions, then we'll close this call in a moment. Thank you very much for joining or for watching the video later on. Also, let us know if you enjoyed this call and if you would like to have more events of this sort.
I think we have a question. How long?
How long does it take between admission decision and scholarship decision? That's a good question. It usually depends on when you apply and when you get the admission decision. if you have been admitted recently, you can expect to get a decision by mid-April or shortly after mid-April. Um, yeah, this will be the next time when we will release partial and full scholarship decisions. Great.
No problem.
All right. Then, if there are no other questions,
No problem, Julian. Hopefully, you try out the application and you like it.
yeah. And hopefully see you soon at the head school.
See you.
Have a good day.